Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about converter protection. This is a V10 Ford truck behind me here that has the converters been gotten stolen off a couple times. People are taking these things because of the precious metals that are inside them. They're getting pretty penny for them. So I'm making a cage for this one because I'm tired of the converter getting taken. So I'll show you what it takes to do that. I'm going to start off with a piece of metal mesh that's used for concrete. I'm going to bend it, weld some angle iron into it, make it where it bolts up. And underneath here, you can see where they cut it before. And down there, they cut it at the flange, new converter. So I'm going to make me a cage that comes down, goes around, wraps up, bolts to the frame, and then have some bracketry and show you what it takes to do it. Alright, you can see I welded it all through here. And then I'm going to put me some little flat plates in here with holes in it to bolt to the frame in a couple spots. And then same thing along here. And then there'll be a piece of angle that comes down, captures this corner to give it strength to tie everything in. And then it'll have a piece that pretty much mirror images this on the other side. Then there'll be a flat piece. Fairly simple. Now this will not stop somebody from stealing it if they want it bad enough. This will just slow them down. This is a deterrent. I mean, yes, they can cut through this with a Sawzall, but they're going to make a lot more noise and they'll have a 3 times the amount of time trying to steal the converter off this truck. So hopefully, if you have ideas and you're wanting to do a cat cage and you're wanting to figure out how to do it, once I get this all bolted in and welded up, I'll take my measurements and I'll put them in the description. So you, if you have a Ford truck like this and you want to build your own, you can. This rebar, you can just get it at Tractor Supply or any place that sells concrete materials. Same thing with the angle iron. So you can get the dimensions. You can take it to a weld shop. If you don't have a welder, and they can weld it up for you, and you can just bolt it in yourself. You will have to drill a couple holes. I am going to utilize some of the holes in the frame, but I am also going to drill a couple extra holes as well. Being kind of lazy, don't feel like hunting for a square. My garage is an absolute disaster. So I'm going to use this 1936 license plate as a square. It's square enough. We'll turn the gas on. Alright, we got the cage all welded up. You can see there. It's about 8 inches on the one side, 14.5 on the other, and 8 inches on the other side as well. I'm going to put in some more braces and places for it to bolt on through here on the frame, but I'm going to hold it up on the frame once my father gets back, and then he's going to help me mock it up so I can make the flat pieces that need to bolt to the frame. And I'm going to try to utilize as many factory bolt holes as I can. Up here in this point up here, I'm going to have to drill a hole and make it bolt in, and then on the bottom down here there's going to be a spot that bolts in on the cross member that holds it in, so it'll have at least 4 points of contact to the frame. Like I said, this is a deterrent. It is not to keep If they want it bad enough, they're going to get it. But this is just a deterrent. Hopefully they'll look underneath there and stop stealing his converter off his truck. So I'll get some video of it underneath the truck and get you some exact measurements. That way if you want to duplicate this, you can. All right, we got the cage. We're about to weld it in and bolt it in. We were just going to bolt it, but if a thief wants your converter, they're going to get it. So we might as well bolt and weld to slow them down. Now we're not going to weld it to where you can't just get to it easy to take it off. We're going to weld it so you can just take a grinder, lightly touch it, get it off. This is just so if they take the bolts out, it deters them, slows them down. All right, we got the cage welded in. Got a little dark on us. Me and my dad tried to get wrapped up before it got dark, but he parks on the street, so had to get it done because this is the third one. So that's what she looks like. Just used some 3/8 rod. That is well, 3/8 rebar for concrete, and some 1.25" angle iron. Made the cage, welded it to the frame, and as you can see, it is completely encapsulated all the way back to the muffler. But that's what it takes to put a cat cage on your F-250.
That's it for Adventures with Vig.